Hi everyone, it's your girl Toyosin Obamiro. Thank you so much for joining me here in my little corner here on YouTube, where I share all things skincare, makeup, or whatever is on my mind at that point. So guys, I thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Before we get started with the festivities of today, I would just like to remind you all that we are still in the midst of a global pandemic. We are still in this thing. If you're in the United States, we are still in the first wave. If you're in Europe, maybe you're getting off the first wave, but here in the US, we are still in the first wave. So I'll implore you guys to please be careful. Please be careful. Do not leave your house without a mask. If you need to go out, stand 6 feet away from people, especially if you are on the till at the supermarket. Please. Here in the US, we've been frantic, especially people like myself. If you have any children, that the kids have to return to school in the fall. It's been crazy. We've been worried about that. My anxiety level is off the charts, but I cannot worry about that because I'm hoping that we can sort it out. But all in all, I'm going to go stop talking now. You guys just be careful, okay? So to the video of today, ding 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 ding. This is a brand I've been very excited to try. My best friends in my head, Nikki Tutorials and my girl Yuki, they are brand ambassadors for this cosmetic line, this makeup line. It's called Ofra Cosmetics, and I've been meaning to try them now. And it's just so happened that on 4th of July, last weekend, they're having a sale, so I was able to get several of their items. I got the Beachside Signature Palette, which is what that looks like, okay, and I also got some liquid lipsticks, and I also got the Island Time face palette that has some, it's a 5-pan blush and highlighter palette, so which is what I have on my face today. So if you want to see how I created this look, continue to watch and let's talk about it in the comments, and I'll check back with you guys at the end of today's video. Okay guys, let's get started. Put on my foundation. So I put on my foundation, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my concealer now. I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. Dip Cinnamon concealer. I'm gonna put some on my eyelids because that's gonna act as my eyeshadow base as well. To set today I'm going to do something I haven't done in a hot minute. I will be baking today. I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm going to go back to my face. I know it's a hot mess right now, but never mind. So the star of today's tutorial is the Ofra Cosmetics Signature Palette Beachside Palettes, okay? This is the color scheme. Lots of pinks, some yellows, some oranges, and a nice green shade there. Okay, nice green shade there. So here goes. I'm going to try and recreate the look that I had created when I initially shot this video. So here goes. I'm going to take this orange shade here, and this orange shade is the shade Country Road. That is this one here. The shade here, this one, and I'm going to be putting that on as my transition shade. That's it for now. Then I'm just going to take this pink shade, which is the shade Pink Lady, and just put that underneath the orange, a little bit above my crease, and a little bit above my crease. Just see what that looks like. So because this palette doesn't have any darker shades that I can put on my outer V just to deepen the look, I'm going to take my Pure Crystal Clear face palette, use that in conjunction with this palette so I can get like a nice dark shade for my outer V. Okay, so I'm gonna cut my crease. Okay, taking this green shade here called Aquarius, that's this one. Okay, and just putting that in the area that I just cut my crease on. I'm going to use this dry for the first application. For the second application, I'm going to wet my brush to give me a nice foiled look. Okay, then I am, like I said, I'm going to wet my brush and use it again. Okay, gonna leave that for now. We are far from done. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and brush off the excess part of my face. I used to love doing this when I used to bake. Okay guys, my lashes are in. Okay, lashes are in and sitting. Okay, let us continue. For my face, to set my entire face, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier setting powder in the shade Medium Deep. For my blush, I also got the Ofra Island Time face palette as well. This is a 5-pan blush and highlighter palette. Okay, so I think I am going to go with the shade Cosmo. That is this one here. I'm going to use that one, that shade there, for my cheeks. For my highlighter, going back to the Island Time Ofra face palette, I'm going to take the shade Bali. That is this shade here. That is this gold shade. That's what I'm going to be using as my highlighter. My lips, I got two liquid lipsticks. You guys know how I feel about liquid lipsticks. I got the shade Real, which looks like a nice nude, and I got the shade Vermilion, which is a red, but we can't use red for today's look because that'll be too much. So we're going to use Real. Now I noticed initially when I used this, it wasn't really my kind of nude, but I have figured out a way to make my nudes work for me. Okay, I line my lips with a much darker shade, okay, before I go over it with the lipstick, with the liquid lipstick itself. Going back to the Tea Time palette and taking the shade Bali, my highlighter shade, using my small pencil brush, wetting that and putting that in my tear duct. Creating so guys, this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I think it's very sultry, very glam, very sultry, very glam. I like creating looks like this. I really enjoy creating looks like this. So here are my thoughts on the Ofra Signature Beachside Palette. The name gives it away already. It's very it's very summer appropriate. If you're going on a trip to Cancun or beachside property, this would be very, very appropriate. It's the colors, the pinks, the yellows to the Aquarius shade. It's very, very appropriate. Now, if I were to nitpick, I would say that I would have wished they would have added one more pan of a darker shade that we can use that to further deepen the look. But hey, I'm not going to. I like the palette as it is. I can always use this in conjunction with any of my other palettes. It's very small, it's very compact, and you can see this is the size. It's exactly what the size is, so it is appropriate. You can just slip this in your purse, slip this in your makeup bag. You don't have to go out, you don't have to travel with like the big bulky palettes as some people do. Because every time I go out of town on a trip, I always pack my 3 or 4 palettes with me because I'm not sure what I want to create. But this is very, very appropriate. This is very compact, so I really like this. Okay, I think back to say about the palette, I like the palette a lot. I know I said that a lot with regards to the items I buy. That is why I'm always taking my time to do my research to see before I buy anything. I rarely buy makeup that I do not like. So this is a worthy investment, and it's a good thing that I was able to get this on the July 4th sale. So thank you, Ofra. So now you guys know that every time so you guys know at the end of every video I always get on my soapbox and we have a quick chat. Now the only thing I would like to say today is with regards to so guys, if you've been living under a rock, you must have heard about the old Jada, August Alsina, Will Smith, the whole debacle. It's a hot mess, and it's a hot mess. But I would leave to you guys with this message. Marriage is not easy. Marriage is not easy. Dating is not easy as well. So while it might seem nice and ideal for us to sit back and criticize from far away, we don't know what exactly is going on. I always tell people there are 3 sides to a story: his side, her side, and the truth. Okay, we don't know. You do not have the stomach for it. If you know you are not all there emotionally, mentally, please do not get married. You're not getting a relationship. Go and heal yourself first. Make yourself whole. Go and deal with whatever issues you are having, whatever trauma you are having, before you go and take that step of getting into a serious relationship, not to talk of getting married. And even in marriage, anyone can tell you this: 3 years, 5 years, 2 years, 10 years, there are issues abound. You will get to a point where you cannot stand each other, and when you get to that point, each of you should go into your respective corners and deal with those issues that you're having individually, and then come together as a union and seek help. If your goal is to stick together, then fine, work out those issues between yourselves. If you make the decision to split up, then that is fine. Go your separate ways. If you know that you cannot, if you are not mentally and physically, spiritually, emotionally ready for a relationship, please go and deal with those issues before you go and get married. And if you are married and you're having whatever issues you're having, seek help, either individually as a couple. Sort out those issues within yourself. Marriage is not easy. Marriage is not a bed of roses. Don't let anybody tell you different. I am not going to lie to you. Okay? So seek there are outlets available for you to deal with whatever issues you are having before you go and get entangled with other people. To round everything up, nobody's going to make you happy if you cannot find that happiness within yourself. Either as a single person, as a married person, find what makes you happy. And if you finally find what makes you happy, find the happiness within yourself. And if you find somebody else who's also found that happiness within him or herself, and you guys choose to come together and be happy together, that would be ideal. But understand this: nobody else. Do not rely on anybody to make you happy. Do not rely on anybody to resolve whatever issues you are having internally, emotionally, all the works. that's where I'm going to leave today at. Okay, I'm just gonna have my soapbox now. I'm done talking. Okay guys, so that is the end of today's video. So thank you so much for watching and supporting your girl. I know I owe you guys a updated skincare routine. That video has been shot. I'm just waiting to put that together and upload it, but eventually I will. But I have so much there's so many products that are coming out, there's so many products I want to come and share with you guys. So that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Don't forget to like, comment and share. Okay guys, mwah, have a beautiful weekend.